nervous?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why you nervous? What you nervous about?
Well, I'm just being on video and all that.
Your homegirl KD ain't nervous now.
Okay.
KD be going in and she ain't nervous now.
Yeah, but she a different breed too.
She a different breed. That's right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and start the interview, y'all. This is KD friend. That's who introduced me to her. We're gonna start by getting your name, your age, and where you from.
All right. Well, my name's Christina. I'm from originally Northern Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Moved down here probably about 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago now.
How old are you?
41.
41. Okay, Christina.
Yeah.
All right, Christina. Let's get to know you a little bit. Let's talk about your childhood. Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
I did. I started out with my parents. By kindergarten, though, I was with my grandparents. So it was still a two-parent, but it was two grandparents.
Right.
Yeah. Grandma was working for Sears, and Grandpa worked for the Crystal City doing real estate and all. So we had a pretty nice life over there. Comfortable, anyways.
Right. Yeah. Make sure you had all your clothes, everything that you needed. Your grandparents provided.
Yes, sir.
Was it the reason why you went to go stay with your grandparents instead of your parents?
Well, my parents were abusive with each other, or got to fighting amongst each other a lot, and child services was going to take us from them. So my grandparents took us.
Gave custody to your grandparents before y'all end up in the system around some people y'all don't know.
Correct.
Okay. So, do you have any relationship with your parents now?
Well, with my mom, yes. With my dad, it's not so much. He's like touch and go. As long as I keep in touch, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you say your childhood was? You say it was decent, but let's talk about your school years.
My school years were good. I was always really AB honor roll up until high school. High school was where, I started not wanting to go to school no more, rebelling more. But up until then, I did everything that I was supposed to and got pretty much anything that I wanted because I did what I was supposed to. Right.
So high school, was that when you started experimenting with the streets?
Yeah. Well, my grandfather passed away, and so my grandmother gave it a chance with just her and I for a while, and then was like, well, your mom, she needs to go ahead and stand up and be a mom, and she got a house out of my grandfather passed, and so we went to live with her for a little while, and then it was more like mom was like, oh, I'm your friend, not your mother type deal. So yeah, I didn't have to go to school really. I didn't have to do the things that I had to do at first. I didn't have that structure like I had before.
Right. So it was like anything goes. But mama house, as a kid, you'd be like, mama house fun. We could do anything over here.
Yeah.
But in our reality, the structure that your grandparent gave you would have been in your best interest.
Correct.
So when you went back and lived with your mom, is that when you started dipping and dabbing with alcohol, drugs, anything like that?
Yeah.
Brian, what age was you?
You
want to sit down?
Well, I got, let's see, probably about,
have a seat.
I'm going to say about 14, 15 really. I was pregnant by 15. So, yeah, I'm a early mom as well. So, but yeah, I dibbled and dabbled in quite a bit of things.
Like what? Like what was your first drug you ever tried?
Marijuana.
How old was you?
I was in high school, so, well, 8th grade.
Okay, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
Around that age.
Yeah.
And how long did that go on before it led to something more serious?
I have probably a couple years. I'm gonna say, I don't know, a couple years, and then I tried cocaine after that, I guess. And
how old were you when you first tried cocaine?
Let's see, probably about 15, 16.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you smoke it? You snorted it? What?
I snorted it.
Right. So, how did that happen? I want to know.
Just amongst mutual friends had come, being around certain people that had brought it by or whatnot, or come with it where I was hanging out.
Right. Did you ever finish school?
No.
You didn't finish school?
No.
Are you the You don't have any siblings neither?
I have a brother. I have an older brother. Well, I have a younger brother, sorry. And then I have 3 siblings with my dad's side.
Okay.
Same dad, different mom.
Same dad, different mom.
Yeah.
Okay, but y'all ain't have the same grandparents. So did your younger sibling live with you and your grandma?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of relationship you got with your sibling?
We were really good up until probably about 10 years ago or so. And then he got married and did his own thing and didn't have time for me or whatnot anymore. or me or my children anymore.
Okay,
He had his own life going, I guess you could say, but we didn't mingle as much as we did before.
But so relationship is just not as tight, but still got some love there. Right. So how many kids you got?
I have 4 altogether.
Right. Did you raise all 4 of your kids?
I did. Well, I had up until well, my oldest 2 were 15 and 16, and then they went to go live with their dad. And then my youngest 2, they've been living with their dad since they were about 5, just because of courts and all stuff like that.
Right. So, since you started abusing the cocaine, have you ever got help and got off of it and relapsed and things like that? Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, a couple times I've done that. I kept a job for the longest time. I worked for Food Line for over 20-some years, off and on, in between the kids and all. And when I actually lost that job due to something else that had happened, not necessarily my fault, but it was my fault. And when that happened, that's what kind of brought on my...
Started you back into relapse?
Correct.
When you lost your job?
Yeah. It's more like self-pity, depression at that point.
And you decided to turn to your drug of choice to escape from all the shit that's going on?
Correct.
Right. So, how long you been back using now? Are you still, I don't even know if you're still using now. Are you still using now?
From time to time, yeah.
So how long you been back using now?
I'm going to say about 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, off and on. Not straight, just off and on.
Right. So, is cocaine and marijuana the only drug you ever use?
No, it's not the only drug I've ever used, but those are my main choice that I'd like to.
Right. So what other drug?
Well, I've tried crystal meth. I've tried Special K, and I've tried heroin.
Heroin?
Yeah.
Okay. What about fentanyl?
Well, I guess. I mean,
so you think heroin and fentanyl
it's kind of hand in hand.
Yeah, right. Kind of deal. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people say they don't even do heroin these days because ain't nothing out here is all fentanyl.
Right.
So I know. So let me ask you something. What is Special K? I ain't heard that one yet.
It's actually it's like an animal tranquilizer.
It ain't that car fentanyl?
No.
Okay, somebody else said something about an animal tranquilizer called car fentanyl. So I don't know.
I'm not sure. All I know is they called it Special K.
So what is that?
And I tried it one time, and I felt like I was floating and sinking at the same time, and I don't remember a lot of what happened, so I choose not to do things that make me not remember what you do. So.
Right. So it's 2024. It's gonna be a new year. So you have any goals set for yourself?
Well, I'm currently looking for a job. I've moved back to Greensboro, so I was in Winston-Salem. I had a death in the family that caused a lot of my grandmother passed away, and that was my mother, she raised me. So after that happened, I kind of was in a dead-end relationship, and I lost my grandma, so I just kind of left my job and everything, and I'm just trying to pick myself back up now.
So I'm saying, do you have you set any short-term goals to get to a long-term goal? Because the new year is here, so I just want to know,
just right now, just trying to find employment.
So you're not working right now,
right?
But is this your house?
No, I'm living with a roommate.
Okay, well, you live with a roommate. Okay.
Talker when
It's all good. I mean, I know, but you probably a little camera shy. But I do want to talk about some of the damage and consequences that your lifestyle has caused you for you to end up in the situation you're in. So what are some of the consequences that
Well, I've had a couple cars, and I've lost my cars amongst that. So not being able to have regular transportation to get done what I need to get done, as far as getting back and forth to work, or just seeing family, my kids and whatnot. Just being able to do everyday errands and stuff.
Right. So how's your relationship with your kids?
It's touch and go. It's touch and go. There's times where we communicate every day or a lot throughout the week, and then there's times like now that I haven't talked to some of them in over a month or two. So it's hard. I know they're adults now and they have lives as well, but when mom keeps on calling or texting and don't get a response, it's kind of like a slap in the face, or why? Not why am I trying, but why? Yeah, why do I bother? Type deal. So do they even care for me, or have I even done my job being their mother? Do you feel like
you have? Huh? Do you feel like you have?
To an extent. to an extent. Not lately, but up in...
How old is your youngest child?
My youngest just turned 18.
Okay. Well, you got...
I have 24, 22, 20, and 18.
24, 20, 24, 22, 20, and 18.
Yep.
All of them 2 years apart.
All of them about... Yes. Yep.
Yeah. That's what's going on. So how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was... it was okay. Definitely not like most Christmases. You see, I don't even have a tree up. I don't even have lights up. I haven't even talked to my kids.
You didn't talk to your kids at all on Christmas?
At all.
Not near one of them?
At all. Not near one. No. I was kind of hoping they would call me. They haven't. I know I need to be the adult, the parent, and call them. So I was kind of just waiting for New Year's to call and say, hey, it's a new year, new goals. I don't even know what my new goals are yet, but these are my new goals.
You said your new goals are trying to get a job, get your own housing.
Right.
Very so when I came over here with KD, you had a guy that was here hooked up with your boyfriend.
That's my boyfriend. Yeah.
What kind of relationship you and him got?
We have a good relationship. Right now, he's not working either, so it's even more stressful. You know, 2 people not working.
Do he got addiction?
Yeah.
Right. So how do that work?
It just happens. It argues. I don't know. It just does.
You try to make it work.
And just make
So
it work.
with 2 addicts in a relationship, how do you support your habit if he wasn't here?
Well, I mean, I go out and do little odd jobs, or friends help me out, or that's pretty much it. I mean,
But you don't sell yourself at all.
no.
You never have.
I have years and years ago.
You just heard, what made you stop? And I actually not being nosy, but a lot of girls I talk to that's still doing that, they talk about the dangers in it. And usually everybody that stopped it says dangerous.
The stress of it all, just always looking over your back, not knowing who is going to be there, who you're actually going to meet, what they're actually going to do, if they're going to be right, wrong, just everything, the whole scenario.
You're like, it was just too much for you.
It was too much. The money was nice, but it was too much.
Right, and plus now you're in a relationship.
Correct. Yeah,
right.
So it definitely wouldn't work.
But a lot of them be acting like they still got boyfriend, but I just don't understand that. I don't know how you can.
Yeah, that doesn't work. They might say that, but they don't.
That's what I figured too. Right. If you had, what would be your biggest? If you have any regrets, what would be your biggest regret in life?
My biggest regret was when I lost my job sending my kids to their father. I would have kept them with me. I mean, I know you're like, what do you mean? And I just feel like when I did that for them to still have a good life and not go through a struggle with me. Mm-hmm. But I feel like we would have bonded better. We still would have been tighter relationship now if I hadn't have done that.
So are you saying? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what you mean. Like, do you mean if you'd have been clean, or still with addiction, you still would have kept them with addiction?
No, but see, I didn't have addiction when I sent them to their father.
Oh, you didn't?
I said no. I had lost my job, and I sent them to go be with their dad because I didn't have the income to take care of, let alone myself.
Okay, so that's right before you relapse.
Correct. That's what brought everything on, was me losing the job and sending my kids.
So
there.
you wish that you would just stay strong and raise your kids on your own instead of sending them with their father.
Correct. No, but I just couldn't see them. I couldn't see putting them through.
Right. You thought you were doing what's best for them.
Right.
I get that. I mean, that's what a parent's supposed to do.
Right.
I don't know how it turned out, but that's the right thought.
It turned out well. It did, but
you feel like
it just damaged our relationship.
It damaged your relationship with them. They didn't talk
to me for almost 6 months when they first moved and everything, and now we talk, but not like we used to. We don't have that strong bond like we used to.
Right. So let me ask you something. On a scale of 1 to 10, how tired are you of running the streets, getting high, same lifestyle? Because and I say that because, hold on before you answer, because a lot of people answer for the camera.
Right.
Then every now and then you have somebody to be honest.
Right.
Because I know a lot of people ain't going to change until they want to change, until they're really tired. But some people say they enjoy doing it. It's different reasons, but a lot of people try to answer because of who gonna see the video or.
Right.
I want to know.
I'm tired of it. My mom keeps on asking me to come home, come be with her, get everything back together, but back together's not with her though, back together is me doing it, not, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it would help. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be there. And
right, but we go back over there. If you're not ready,
it's still a hindrance. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a help to keep me on the straight line, not do the drugs or anything. Because of course she's not gonna have that at her house, or I'm not gonna have a place to lay my head.
Right.
But at the same time, it's a hindrance. It really is.
So, do you see yourself getting clean anytime soon?
If I can find a good job, yeah, absolutely.
So
that'll bring my spirits back up and keep me.
So do you think you can be clean around a man that's still a user? Are you
that strong?
Yeah,
because I'm strong. Yeah, and I even have people. You can even ask.
Nah.
You can even ask Katie and whatnot. I mean,
Katie,
you tell a little bit. She even said like you got a pretty strong will. You got a pretty good head on your shoulders. Right. So I mean.
So you talked to Katie for Christmas?
No, I talked to her after Christmas. She had some stuff going on, but I talked to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did talk to her.
Yeah, she always got something going on.
Right.
But that's what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and end this interview. It was a pleasure talking to you. I'm glad Katie introduced me to you. But before I do go, in case there's any adolescents, youth, grown people, or anybody that's thinking about choosing a lifestyle that you chose, what type of advice would you give them not to choose the lifestyle?
Just stay strong. Stick with your family if you can. I don't know. Not everybody's family is there for them, but stick with a family that makes you whole and strong. And just stay positive. Keep your head up. Depression is hard. I know it is, but just try to think of the positive things and stay around the things that make you happy.
Right. That's excellent advice. I appreciate your time. I got $3 for you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.